So now, once again, good afternoon to everybody. The proper recording has started. So I hope, okay, around 20 learners already joined. So I am requesting to all to join as early as possible because so that we can start the sessions. So today you have to see the block number 3 and for these sessions. And after that, another session that is your block number 4 that we'll see. So as usual, first we have to give us some briefing of the particular this block, which are the units are there, and then which are the contents of the particular units that also have to see. Then we have to show some of the PPTs. And then after that, in between, we have to discuss if any specific questions that we can collaboratively we can discuss the things. So now, if any questions arise in your mind based on the previous 2-3 sessions, if any doubts, so before start sessions, we can little bit discuss 2-3 minutes. If any queries, you can raise, or by the time let them join the other students. I already request to the WhatsApp group to join as early as possible. So as today's last day, I mean for MMPC-002, and where today I will try to complete all the portions, block 3 and block 4. So then after that we have some question answer sessions, and we have to discuss about the questions, previous questions. I will show you some sort of review. Actually, we can say some of the review also required, so that we can recap some of the things. I hope you have already gone through my earlier PDF documents and also the videos also. Then if any doubts, still some of the area were not clearing in your mind, then we can discuss. So I think still students are joining. So let's see. Dilshad?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. So any doubts in your mind? Any questions?
Now nothing, sir, because now I'm going to study of materials on my
Okay. So okay, fine. So okay. So I mean now you are in a listening mode. I think first you try to listen
yes, yes,
fast. Then after that you have to go through the materials and what are the things and
sure.
prepare your. Okay, because that is otherwise there is no option right now, because I know the time is essence
Yes,
and you have to prepare this way like this. Uh, okay, Dilshad, you can switch off your mic, no problem.
yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Arun Tripathi, Arunji, any queries in your mind, or you can enlighten some of the things, you can add on some of the things. What is going on in your mind?
No, sir, I have joined for the first time. I don't have any queries right now.
Okay, I think today only you have joined. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Achha, earlier 2-3 sessions that you have not joined.
No, I didn't join. I
Okay,
have
you
the
have.
recording on YouTube.
Have you seen the video recording and others? The
Yes,
video.
yes, I have seen, sir.
Okay, fine. At least this is the way also you have already attained. It means
Yes, sir.
you know some of the things which are going on. So
Yes, sir.
you already have come up. Very nice, very fine.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much. Because I have seen you, I think when the session opened, you are the first man already. You are the camera, so that's
Yes,
why
sir.
I think I should ask some of the things as an introductory part. So anyhow, because I have been assigned by the two subjects, two courses, MMPC 001 and MMPC 002. So first two sessions I've completed the 2 days, I mean 27 and 28. I've completed the MMPC-001, and now today, yesterday I have completed MMPC-002, first block and second block, and today, today is the completion dates. So I think, okay, I think before going to PPT modes, so as usual, please, as you know, I want to see your smile face. Please switch on your camera, and I can take for attendance purposes some screenshots. So ready? I will take before the end of the sessions once. By the time, maybe let join the others also. So I think so that all the students should have don't miss the attendance and the protocols. So I think still the students are joining, one or two. Just hold on 1 minute in the camera and be ready for these things. I want to see all a smile face, because all these things will be recorded in the IGNOU only. Let's see it has come or not. Yes, fine. Now it has come. No problem. I think. Thank you very much. And then I have to take another shot before ending the sessions, so that time those who have not joined right now, they can also have it that pictures. So now today the block 3, it is totally performance and the compensation management. As you see, the name itself so important, because the performance, every company should have some systems to judge the performance, means what you have done throughout the year, that has to be evaluated somebody, especially for the HR department, HRE. And finally, they have to declare outstanding, very good, or satisfactory, unsatisfactory, all these things. And then finally, they have to decide those who are due for the promotions, that they have to evaluate and analysis. Seniors will decide it, how much vacancy you have in the organizations, and how much are eligible for this, and accordingly they have to promote. So that's why it is very much important as an employee, and lot of things are there, because that things are some sort of your asset. I mean, the report is such a report. In future, based on this, lot of decisions can be taken. For example, in the end of the year, what are the performance report? Basically, all individuals, all the employees record what you have done, what type of job has been assigned, how much target you have fulfilled, how much you are lagging or behind. So all the things are very categorically analyzed by your seniors. I mean, everything has been endorsed by your immediate boss. And then after that, the review officers, I mean, seniors boss. And then finally, it will be HR of the department or the authorized dignitary officers who will approve the things. And finally, it will be reached to the personnel department. So this is some of the process. Idea is, based on record, one thing you can declare who is eligible for the promotions, and that is a very transparent things. Nobody can say, okay, I'm also due. And another thing is competitive mind can be developed within the organizations. And this is the one of the part. Another part, based in these performance reports, you are ensure that this much people are skilled, and this area of people, employees are not skilled, maybe require some of the training, maybe counseling, or maybe some discussions is may required, because those are unsatisfactory or satisfactory or on average levels. So their focus should be there. So as a HR manager, as a performance appraisal manager, so his duty to those who are best, okay, fine, they have already at par with the align with the company objectives, or they are doing the performing is very good. But those who are not performing as per the desired levels, so you have to focus on them very carefully and very sensibly, because maybe training is required, maybe some of the counseling is required, maybe more guidance is required. Uh, uh, because otherwise the average and efficiency development productivity, how to increase their productivity, this is one of the record, this is one of the report, the personal appraisals. Based on this, you can give you some futuristic decisions, you can take it. Even that inputs, personal appraisal inputs are given to the training and department also. So you can put a tick mark. This is the employees has to be required for the training, and what type of training is required, that is also decided by the personnel department based on the personal performance reports. So there are so many things are there. So here another aspect from their career development, because career development, that method or the process, the input is required from the personal appraisal system. Suppose, for example, the career development, one of the process systems, one of the machine, or one of the systems. So that any systems you require some inputs. Where you will get it? That is from the personal report only. And finally, you have to decide it. When another method is the training and development. Again, the input are getting from the personal appraisal systems. Even in the compensation and the reward management, there also you have to take input from personal reports, because who will be declared for a best executive of the company, particularly this year. So that report, how you decide who is the best, again you have to see the personal appraisal report, and based on this performance and efficiency, you have to decide this employee is the best employee for this company this financial year, and he has to be rewarded or awarded some of the things. So the different area are covered. So basic things, so this is the way block 3 contains there. So within a span of 1.5 an hour, so we have to decide. We have to try to know, get the knowledge, more and more knowledge about these things. So I'll show you some of the PPTs in this particular block, where step by step we have to see what way the performance appraisal systems are giving a advantage. What are the advantage of these things? So many processes are there. New technique has been developed. There are some MBAOL systems, objectives types, then 360 degree systems. There's 6 well, so many different names are there to personal. It is developed. Traditional systems are there, and it is company to company what nature of job is going on, and some of the company maybe quarterly they are reviewing the personal reports, personal appraisals. Some of the company half yearly they have to evaluate the personal appraisal systems. They are circulating and take their views. And some of the company, they are annually, at the end of the year, they are taking these things. So again, it is a depending on the nature of jobs, and company to company is very things. Most of the technical companies, engineering companies, and other software companies, they are basically half yearly systems. Some of the they are quarterly also. General, suppose general in the men's finance or others marketing, not marketing, even in the non-executive staffs, those are clerk categories or something, their annual report is sufficient. They are not to monitor every 3 months or 6 months. That monitoring is not be required. Where the target-oriented work is there, definitely you have to review. I am suggesting quarterly. Okay, anyway, let's go to the PPT mode. then we can, based on this PPT's mode, as on when this is required, we can discuss. So I hope I'm now able to briefing some of the, what are the contents of the block 3. Now, as an overview of the block 3, now we have to proceed for the PPT notes. So before going to PPT notes, any doubts, any clarifications required in your mind, something? Can tell, otherwise allow me to proceed PPTs. Anjali is given a thumbs up. Okay. So, okay, all are saying start the PPTs. So, okay, fine. I can go for. Okay, now I go for PPTs. Okay, I think it is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just ensuring because otherwise. So it is basically the charts. I think, as you know, block 3. I just put it in a black, red color, so that today this session your topic is these things: performance appraisal and career
Excuse me,
development.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I had one question regarding the block and unit.
Okay, okay. Tell me.
So
So
there
you.
are, so we have
Mhm.
multiple blocks in a one section, MMPC one, MMPC two,
Okay. So okay, I'm
and
just tell me. Every.
sorry,
No, yours. Okay, you complete your question first. You complete.
okay, and every block has units and block. Is it right, sir?
No, no, no. He just a minute. I think somebody is outside. Let him enter first. Then I will discuss. What happened? It's not moving. Yeah. Okay. So let's see who is the outside. Yeah. Somebody is the outside. Question raised by who is please your name please. Who is asking? I couldn't see you. Question raised by just now. Hello. I am audible, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who has questioned these things just now regarding these things? Hello.
Yeah, sir, you're audible. So the
Ah,
question was about block and unit.
your name, please.
Sir, Ashish Bharti.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Now, actually, now I'm trying to explain. Maybe in the first day I have explained everything. So again, I'm repeating. No problem. Basically, the MMPC is your course, or you can subject. In IGNOU, we are saying a course. So your
Okay.
second course is the MMPC-002. Okay,
Right.
Human Resource Management. That is the title of the particular this course or subject.
Okay.
Now, this course or subject, there are 4 blocks. I mean, there are 4 books: book number 1, book number 2, book number 3, book number 4, or block number 1,
Okay.
2. So all the books have it definitely. Any book there is some chapters. So all the units are treat it as a chapter. The chapter number 1, chapter number 2, chapter number 3, like this. So unit number 1, instead of chapters, we are just calling it unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3. That's all. So this book is complete. Now another book, block number 2. Again, there are chapter 1, chapter 2, there are 4. It is continuation. The chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7. This is the way. So it is just bifurcated total course in a 4 books. First book, introduction of this particular, the second book are basically the sourcing of the human resources, and third book regarding the performance compensation, and fourth is employee-employee relationships. So this is the way it is structured, this particular course. It is now clear now? Am I clear now?
Yeah, sir. It's clear. The structure is very helpful. Thank you.
Okay. Now within the unit, maybe you might have seen, suppose for example, in unit number 1. So when you open this unit number 1 or chapter 1, again 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.3, like this. So 1 point situation, suppose you can see somewhere, you can just see 7.2. It means it is chapter number 7, and subunit number is 7.2. This is the way. When this is intending, suppose particular unit or chapter, again it is a sub-chapters, set of sub-chapters. So anyhow, I think now it is clear almost. Now we will go for block number 3, the performance and compensation management. What is the performance appraisal? First, you have to understand what is the performance. So performance appraisals helps the organizations to determine how employees can help to achieve the goals of the organizations. So it is very clear here now to determine how employees can help to achieve the goals of this. If we don't have that appraisal system means there is some of the questions, maybe there are 3 or 4 parties there. As per my company where I am working earlier, there the appraisal systems was just like a booklet. There are 4 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, like this. First part, employee has to write something as per these things. Yes, I have assigned this work. What are the tasks he has assigned? Everything they have to write it. And after that, maybe there is some chart is there, tabular form, your tasks you have to write. Then after that, maybe the column target, which was the target, maybe for this task particular 3 months. Now, where you are now, you have achieved or not? Yes, I have achieved. How much percentage you have achieved? Maybe the 80%, 90% achieved. Still something is lacking, particularly this quarter of month. Then all these things are tabulated, and you have to write, yes, for your small, maybe in the somewhere the tick mark, somewhere you have to written something. This is the way it is structured format in the performance report, where the individual has to write something. Then signature, all this. Then in the second part, there is subordinate, his boss has to write something. That same thing will be repeated, and boss has to endorse the things. Yes, he has done things, whatever he has written, he can add on some of the things, or can be what are the merits, demerits as per his opinion. He can write in the second part. Second part means is the subordinate boss, who is the immediate boss. Then third part is boss to boss, means there are review officers, or we can say some of the HOD of the department. The third part he can write. Finally, it will go to the authority, means who's the actual performance appraisals approved committee. That committee will see the fourth part and recommended something. Yes, on an average, everything after reviewing, he can give you some good, very good, outstanding. That recommendations in a box as a tick mark he has given it. And if he wants to comment something, he can comment, okay, yes, confident, and he can recommend it for the next promotions. That type of recommendation will be given in the fourth last part. And finally, it will be preserved in the personnel department. They can keep it in a record. And when the review committee for the appraisal system committee, it's a moderate committee, they will decide before the promotions or before the declaring all these things. They have to review and make a chart, analysis, and the panel will decide who will be the promoted, who will not be promoted, like this. So this is the purpose of this. Now, based on this, now basically that's why the sentence is given, helps the organizations to determine how employees can help to achieve the goal of the purpose. Because there all the pictures will come up, because employee is retained, his boss is retained, HOD has retained, everything are transparently everything is recorded. So now from there, easily you can identify the employees' conditions. Other way you can explain, the organizations are established to achieve the certain objectives, achievement of goals or targets. As I say, the targets depends upon the performance of the individual employees. Suppose it has already set it, some of the targets has given already. So where you are now, you are nearer to a target or achieve the target, or what are the shortfalls that can be easily identified. Hence, it is quite necessary to understand as to what extent employees have been successful or at their jobs or achievement of their goals. So everything are very easily you can identify, you can sort it out in tabulated forms. So thus performance appraisal forms as important part of the HRM. Now you realize how it is important for the HRMs. So this is the basically the definitions or introductions of the personal appraisals. If the questions may come, uh, what is the performance appraisal, or define the personal appraisals, or briefly explain the uh, personal appraisal systems. Then after that, you can add on some of the things. Suppose it's a 5 marks, this much is sufficient, or you can add some of the more as per your experience. If it is a 10 marks, then you have to elaborate a little bit more. So nowadays, all our short questions are coming, so you need not to worry. This much is sufficient. After that, you can also add, in my organization's personal systems is such and such way it has evaluated. That's all. This is good, because if you give us some example, it will be additional added credibility. Okay, now I pass on to next things, objectives. Now, question may come, what are the objectives of the personal appraisal systems? What are the objectives? That is to review the past performance, to assess the training needs, because from here you can already easily you can assess what type of training is required, why he has not meeting the target. So all these things you can have as a input, as I said in earlier and in the brief introductions. So personal report is just like a report where you can take as per your desires any development you can do. So for example, suppose you have one database, one drum is there, there are one server, there are a lot of information is there regarding the personal appraisal. All this information is there as a based on the employees record. Now we can take for your analysis purpose, software purposes, for training and training need purposes, for future promotion purposes. So from the server, you can take as per your data for the analysis different analysis purposes, for training purposes, for development purposes, skill purposes, future performance purposes. So it is just like the server or tank where the personal reports are, everything are available. So based on your requirement, you can take it and you can desire your chart of making the chart, different chart you can prepare based on this. So to identify the potential and the promotions, this is also very important. You can identify, yes, really what are the potential for the promotion, because why, if somebody are questions this person's why you are suggesting for the promotions, why he is eligible for these promotions, that time you can explain based on this report, yes, yes, enough potential like this. And yeah, somebody I think in the outside, I have to enter first. Yes, enter all. Actually, I already requested to enter as early as possible, but anyhow, till sometimes my flow is restricted. No. Okay. Now, objective parts is over now. Now I have to proceed for the next slides. You see there are some given you some of the diagrams. So performance appraisal process, what the way it is processing. It is better in the time of exam, you have to write something, and if you give some diagram also, it will create your impressions, or your concept will be clear, evaluator or examiner will be happy, your concept is also clear, and you give a diagram also. So this is the established performance standards, because if you have some standards to be there, then measurement of the performance, then that measurement definitely will be as a reference of standards, because with the standards it is written where the expected levels, and based on this you have to compare the things. So now then after that comparing the things, This is the comparisons. Sorry, this is a comparison machine where the comparing the personal appraisal standards and what they actually you have done. So that things are comparing here. Then whatever the things, any corrective measure is required or not, if any modification is required or not, that necessary modification that it will be initiated some of the corrective actions, and finally again we will go to the establishment where things are recorded. So now this is the way the circle is going on. But the maintenance of the actual performance, that is, suppose there are some lot of formats or documents are there, they have to circulate, they have to give it to the HOD, and in turn from the HOD it will distribute it to all the employees. Please fill it up these forms, and then they have to, if all the employees are fill up the things first part, then automatically second, third, and fourth part, it is secret, it is confidential. Employee don't know. Maybe sometimes they can discuss with the employee. That is another things that I will discuss. Some of the companies philosophy are discussing with the employee. Some of the they are not discussing the things because otherwise it will be very emotional conditions. It will be disclosed lot of things. It may be policy making matters with theirs. Some of the things has to be confidence. So then, okay, anyway, the communicate the performance expectations. Then finally, it will comparisons, comparing where the deficiencies or any deviations and everything are evaluated. Yeah, this is basically the machine processing machine. You can say this is the process everything. And nowadays, everything are computerized and the software is available. And now in future, maybe the AI, automatic, your artificial intelligence are coming up. So maybe all this work will be done by the machine only. So may not be any human interference is required. So there not be any biasing, all these things. No be the human interventions is will not be there. So more transparency, more accuracy, maybe slowly the different type of technology are coming up. So anyhow, then finally it will. So I hope that process now understand everybody. Now I proceed to next slides. Importance. Question may come, what are the importance and the user performance of it? What is the importance? Importance is it can be used for the career advancement. It can be used for the transfer. It provides the guidelines for the training and development. Maybe it is repeating, some of the things are repeating, but question may come in any way, any type of way. So you have to write them this way. Then it encourages the employees to work hard, and performance appraisal facilitates the determination of the incentives, how much incentives you have to production, performance link incentives, or somewhere just say the productive link incentives. That also based on this can incentive figure amount you can decide. It is also helpful for the development of the organizations. This is the last thing, because overall the organization development. So importance also, I think now we are aware of the importance also. Now next next slide. Benefits of an effective appraisal scheme can be sum up under the three categories. There are three categories. We can sum up all the benefits for the organization point of view. Now we have to sum up all these benefits in a three way. First things from the organization point of view. What will happen for the organizations first? Improve the performance throughout the organizations, because throughout the organizations chart you have and you can improve things. So it is from the organization point of view, this is the first one. Then improve the task performance. Suppose somebody is, you can understand he is overloaded, he has not achieved the target, so maybe some alteration is required or some improvement is required. That things from the organization. Identify the ideas of the improvement. Lot of ideas will identify. Again, it is some sort of alterations or options can be there, or new ideas, new innovative ideas can also identify. You can improve it. Expectations and long-term plans. I think again somebody is outside maybe. Yeah. Deepa Joshi is outside. Admit. I'm trying to give you all the slides in such a way, PPTs. So question answer like this, so that you can prepare here itself. You need not to worry about it. all the question and answer is also I'm saying side by side, so that during the exam automatically, if you prepare and revise the thing 2-3 times, then you'll be ready for the exam. So example during the class itself, you are as a exam preparations. So then this is the training and development needs, culture of the continuous improvement. People are not going over all these details and defining everyone. It is quite understanding, no problem. Then go to the appraiser system first. As I said, there are three categories. So one category for organizations. Now coming to the second category, that is your appraisers. Appraisers, he can know the opportunity of the development. What are the opportunity for develop? You also know. Identification of the ideas of the improvement. Then as a head of the department, you also understand the okay, I think this is identity. Opportunity, link, team and individual objectives, opportunity for the clarify, opportunity to reprioritize the targets. You can okay, now this is the area very tough, so I can the target can be changed, can be reprioritized or modify. That all these things also as a benefit parts. We are talking about benefits. It means of the forming a more productive relationship with the staff based on the mutual trust and the understanding. So this point is very important. Then now coming then last one for the appraisee. Now as a appraisee, he has also know the increased motivation. Then you have to increase his motivations, increase the job satisfaction, increase the sense of personal values. So this is the way things. It means there are three things. One is as an employee and as a boss and then organization. There are three things available. We are talking about organizations, um, who is endorsing his activities. I mean the manager, and then his subordinate. Third one. So all the three areas, all the three persons, employee, then appraisee, appraisers, and your management. So all three areas will be benefited overall. So now see the method. Now we are talking about the methods. Step by step, chronologically, I'm going first definition, then after that, what are the importance, then your what are the benefits. This is the way we are going the personal systems. Critical incident methods. That is the other way you can say the CPM. This is a critical path method, another way. Same thing when you will be, I think MMPC 005 or 007 maybe, there these things all are very category. These are all statistical tools, basically the mathematical tools. So there you can identify what the critical incident method. So performance processing method, you can identify the things. Checklist, you have a sub checklist, then from the checklist you can also, this is another method for these things. Then graphic rating skills, how to pay. Means all these things, when you performing the performance appraisals, you should have a, before that you should have a idea, what are the methods, because all these things, what the way you have to represent the employees' performance systems, I mean his work, tasks, target, not attending the target, everything should be in a tabular form, chart forms, or maybe the graph forms. Some of the forms you have to utilize so that you can analyze findings, how to achieve the findings. So this you should have some method. Fourth choice method and behaviorally anchored rating method scales, group order ranking. There are so many methods are there. So you can pick up normally the which are the basically using for the basic part. This one is the management by objective that we will discuss 9. Then your checklist and graphing rating some of the things. Fourth choice methods is also utilizing some of the company. Group order ranking. Here actually, again I have to say it, these are all are your first foundation papers, only you should know the what are the methods. Or if you search in the your study materials on the Google's, one or two sentences you can write some of the thing in the exam paper, that is sufficient. But when you go for the specialized paper, I think MMPH 002 or 003, where the specification paper, then again it will be elaborated or very in the deep area you have to learn for personal appraisal methods. So right now this much knowledge is sufficient for the beginners like this. So now coming to management organizations, so this is your MPO, management by objectives. It is very important and very popular also. Most of the organizations, even in the multinational companies, even in the government sector, private sector, everywhere, this is very useful and very popular also. MBO is a process that converts your organizational objectives into individual objectives. It can be thought of as consisting of 4 steps: goal setting, action planning, self-control, and periodic reviews. So it means, yes, you see here so many, lot of activities are involved. Straightway, here there's so much transparency is there in this case. Rather, I can give you some of the example for that. For example, suppose appraisals, year of personal systems are started for the as per the financial year. Some of the company year to year considering from January to December this year, or maybe sometimes some of the company are taking as the April to next year March. What are the way they can calendar fixed? No problem. Let it be for year-wise performance systems. So started from January. So then, so when the month of December itself, in the end week of the December, they can sit together with the subordinates and the managers. So okay, after 1 week, the new year start, January start, your performance will start. So this is the work. There are so many workers there. There's a project is going on. 2, 3 projects. You tell me which project you are required to involve, or you take it as a initiative as per your wish. Then maybe the choice the employee is given. Okay, the 2 number, the project, this teams is very good. Okay, I am very much interested to do this type of work. Please allow me to allot me this work. Very good, no problem. Well, so you tell me this is the things up to March if we consider. So how many days is required to man hours you want to take it? It is for how many hours or you can fulfill the targets. Then employee will decide, okay, please give me the around, I mean, total 90 days, 3 months. So please allow me, I think 40, 45 days is sufficient. I can finish it up. Okay, thank you very much. Note it down. So another activity, another work is you are assigning you. So tell me which one is next one. Well, I said, okay, parallelly 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 number of jobs you can also allot me. I can do it. How many days you will take? He is saying, okay, I think it is 15 days is sufficient. So this is the way 90 days, within the 90 days, maybe 2 or 3 activities, he has by willing his concerns, I think, based on top management has decided. I think again somebody is in the outside. Okay. Okay, I think now, so this is the way, mutual, basically the mutual understanding you are fixing. You are fixing the target. Employee is also happy. He already committed. They said, okay, by the 90 days, the first quarter, before the quarter report, before the second quarter, I will complete these 2 jobs, no problem. Yeah, that's sure. Now, in routine, boss will not any chase off, nothing, no pressure, nothing, because he has already committed. Already the employee is doing as per his own way and started the work. In between any doubts, only the boss is check up. Yeah, okay, tell me any problem you are facing or not. No, sir, it is no problem. Any action is required, any help? No, sir, fine. If any say, okay, sir, actually I'm stuck up, some help is required. Please give your advice or advance, your guidance, please. Okay, no problem. I can give you. This is the way going. You can go it. Okay, very good. So a cordial, any cooperations, it is collaboratively. All these things are going on, and so that's why the goal setting means individual objectives. I am talking about goal setting, an action plan, self-control, and periodic reviews. Now we can understand that all the steps. So after all the quarterly, after the finish of this first quarter, suppose end of March, April again, the another quarter will start. Sorry, correct. So 3 months, I think, say this is the quarter. So end of the March, before start the April, again the boss and employee sit together again. Okay, tell me, where are you now? After the last 90 days, what you have done? Sir, actually, the first activity, as I said, 40 days, 45 days, but I could not finish, sir. Actually, it will require some extra 5 days. Okay, no, fine. Okay, I am noted down. That means around 90%. Let it be. Our second job, you have told me the 15 days. How much? Sir, that is actually I achieved. I fine. Within the 15 days, I have finished. Okay, fine. No problem. I can see this. That is recorded by the concerned manager. Then next employee coming. So this is the maybe particular this manager having a 5 employees. So all the 5 are allotted their jobs in accordingly as per their individual objectives. They have set it. So this is the way some record is there. And quarterly the performance report, when the format will come, they can write these things. Yes, it is targeted like this way. Now he has achieved this way. What are the deviation? What are the percentage? It is recorded. Similarly, in the same fashion, in the second quarter also, you have to fix some of the target, do this thing work, and finally you have to review, sitting with the controlling managers. So your control managers means who is under the thing. He has the key points because based on this employee. This type of scenario, this type of management objective MBO systems are very useful. Employees are happy. They can understand where he is lagging, and there is no argument, no conflict. Very nicely, smoothly, the things are. And end of the year, all the reports are generated and recorded in the personal department. So I hope I can give you some idea of MBO systems. Any doubt, anybody's? Please respond if anybody any doubts in MBO systems. Hello. I'm audible.
Hello, sir. Biswajit here.
Okay.
So can you please again explain the steps like the self-control uh, uh, in the management by objective? Due to some issues, I was not able to uh, hear you clearly. If that's okay.
Okay, I think a basic idea is I think I can repeat once again. It's very important. Okay, I can report once again. Let me. You see, basically, it is the individual objectives. First of all, sit together, employee and employer. I mean, suppose for example, workmen or supervisors and his controlling manager. Supervisor and manager sit together. Manager is asking the supervisor to tell me what are the jobs you are comfortable by this coming 3 months. What are the jobs you can do it? I can give you options. Alternate 1, 2, 3. Here's just a chart. You tell me, you just picked up. As per you pick which the job you want. And finally, that supervisor has picked up. Okay, sir, these 2 jobs I can do it. First quarters by 3 months. Fine. How many days you have to likely to be taken? Some first jobs he is staying 40 days or 45 days. Second job he is in 15 days. So this is the way 90 days will be covered and 3 months. My target is this. Fine. Then now the goal setting is over. Now that part is also over. Now after the action planning means now the employee supervisor has to take his action plan, and by the help of the continuing manager, definitely he has to help because it's a team. So action plan means that time again collaboratively and cohesive nature. Everything are jointly they are doing, but target has fixed by the individuals. That's the thing. Now self-control in between. Suppose if the individual is feeling I am just lagging behind it, but I already have committed. It is my duty to extra work, or you can take the work is home. You can somehow he has to finish it because already has committed. The target is 45 days. So self-control is very important. If you initial 2-3 days he has taken a leave or something, personal leave, or maybe he is not motivated somehow, but stuck up somewhere. So what about the things? The things he has responsible to do all these things because already he has committed. So because the individual objectives are definitely individual objectives is aligned with the sorry, where it has gone. But definitely it is a organization objectives itself, no problem. But finally, then all these things are end of the sorry, where is it going? End of the third month, I mean the when the particular that quarter is finished, then periodically it will be reviewed. And first after the 90 days, again it will be reviewed. Sitting with the again the supervisor and manager, they will sit together. What are the lagging or leading or target fulfill or not, that can be reviewed. And it is a transparent, no problem. If you are not finish it up, no problem. It is not a punishment. It is not a any there is no question of depressions or okay, next quarter you can finish it up. Okay, so this is the way relations will be built up. There will be no conflict, transparent systems, and end of the suppose first just like a relay race, first 100 meter, second 100 meter, third the relay race. So first round maybe you are not in so much speed, but you are giving to the work to the other. He has run fast. So after all, as a team, end of the day, you are covering and winning the particular job within the sections. So as a controlling officers and the head of the department, he is targeting in such a way so that overall all the employees are engaged and they are individual objectives, and in the end of the day, he can declare to the management, yes, my department performed this much, 90% and 99% achievement has been done. So project has completed. So it is all our joint ventures, collaboratively everybody is doing, and at the same time, individual performance also recorded, and in a quarterly, in a periodic basis, all the is recorded. Where you are earlier, you have not 80% job. Now this month, this quarter, you are 100% very good. Now, say third quarter again, you are a 70-75 achievement. But final quarter again, you are 100% very good. So this is the all the averaging percentage wise can be very nicely recorded. So this is actually the personal appraisal systems nowadays. Management objectives is very popular. Most of the companies are adopted. This is the way they are recording the things. Because here the relationships also individual and bosses also good, because it is dependent on your hard work. If you do good hard work, your result will be good. If you are less hard work, your result will be less. So there is no question of conflict, no jealousy, no angry. So this way it is adopted by the most of the companies. Anyway, 360-degree appraisal is again very important. Here in this case, additional things. When the personal department taking all these things recorded, no problem, personally, even though they have to ask the supplier, customers, their behavioral patterns, especially those are in service centers, BPOs. So management are see how are the way they have dealt with the customers. That point, that's why maybe you have seen sometimes the couriers or others, they please give me some, I have to give some, please give the points. After the discussions, some link will come to you, and you please give a good marks or something. So that means sometimes the supplier and customers feedback, their points, their happiness or their satisfaction level of things are useful for the appraisal systems, because this is the way management can identify, yes, you are a very nice person, not only within the organizations, you are doing everything very sincerely, even though you are a very good relationship with the external customers and suppliers also. So definitely you will be fit for the promotions. Higher promotions definitely given. You can handle any situations nicely. So this is another 360-degree appraisal systems. So both are important. Benefits of the 360-degree, there are individual, team, organizations, everybody are benefited. Vishwajit, I think, am I clear my answer? You understand or not?
Yes, sir. So like when we are talking about the 4 steps of the management by objective, so you mentioned that in case if we are missing with the set set the deadlines as per the planning, so if we are missing on those deadlines, so it is due to a poor planning, or is we can say, or maybe change in the situations which have come across. So this could be the I can think
Uh,
of.
yeah, that reasons, yes. So it is again by the analysis of the performance report. So suppose there are 10%. So all the 10% are not the same quality or capability or ability. So I can at least you can somehow a ranking. You can put some ranking, the first one, second one. That's in the exam time and in the class also. First boy, second boy, third boy. Third. So you can have a some list also. As the ranking easily you can identify. It doesn't mean who is the last is a very bad boy. No, because okay, there are so many tools out there. You have to improve it. At least you should know identify who are the potentiality. You have to identify the potential, the ranking. When you are under, suppose there are 10% under you, you should know who is the best performer. Then only you can improve or you can develop the things. So that's the basic idea for the personal repertoire systems. There is no drawback, nothing, and there is a lot of scope for improvement also. And that's why the HRD and the HRNs are looking after how best outcomes we can take it. Maybe this year some persons are in the ranking 10th number or in the 15th number. Maybe in the next year that person's maybe a rank will improve by the virtue of his own interest and by the help of the management. Maybe you will be in the top or maybe the somewhere. So this competition is always going on within the organizations. And ultimately, all these things are reflected in the promotion types. During the promotions here, personnel department are very careful about it. Justice should be case because it should not be like this. Some wrong persons who has not performed very well, average, he has promoted for the senior manager or managing director. That should not be because if he so, it will be reflect impact with the others also. They will know it is a bias by virtue of somehow some lobby is there. That's why he has, so if it is everything is transparent and open and declared and this is in the open form, everything are declared. So then maybe all the employees will be happy. They will, I think, celebrate the things. If the within the group, so I think a particular one department who is the top grade, he has achieved the best performance. Definitely, other colleagues will. There is no question of jealousy. Maybe they will celebrate the things. They will everybody appreciate, yes, very good. He is a hard worker. My colleague, no problem. He is a competitor, but he has achieved his own capacity. He is a really hard worker. Everybody will declare, not in the management, even in the colleagues also they have to declare. So that is the purpose behind it, all these things. So I hope, I think, clear, na? And I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
so now, okay, I can go for personal counseling. Counseling is very important. The main objectives of the performance counseling is to help the employees to overcome his weakness. Because any counseling, that's why after that the counseling part is coming. When your evaluations is completed based on the report, now we have start the counseling. Suppose, for example, particular department, the rank, lower rank. Counseling start from the lower ranking employees. The top ranking people, they are already self-motivated. They're no required for the counseling because they are already knowledgeable, skilled, hard worker, and more aware of their careers. Those who are in the lower ranking, I mean, not perform very well. So that the weakness has to be sorted out. Why the area he has weak? So that performance counseling is very much needed because they should be also at par with you have to develop. So that should be also a good ranker. So, and not only that, reinforce. That's why the reinforce. What is reinforce his strengths? He has his strength enough, but we have to reinforce so that he should not be collapsed, or in the next future time he can perform more. So that is the objectives. In this sense, it is developmental process where the supervisors and the subordinate discuss the past performance with a view of help of the subordinate to improve the become more effective and futures. For example, when the new year starts, I mean new performance pressure system year starts, before that, always the supervisors and all the subordinates sit together, and he has pointed out some of the things. Last sessions, I mean last performance year, we have missed so many things. Now this year is a challenge. You have to do these things. So he can. What are the weaknesses in our particular department? He has to discuss, and what are the strengths also he can discuss, and we have to motivate the subordinates so that they can perform the next sessions very nicely. That type of counseling is also required. Developmental process is very much required. So always pointing out his weakness, no, that is not required. In the strength also you have to discuss. Even during the counseling, another thing is very important. When you start counseling, as the very first things is first you apprise is good things. There are 3 stages are there for counseling. First stage, you have to discuss his strength. You have to say you are good, you are hard work, you are not taking any leave throughout the year, very good, appreciated. You have appreciate very much the initial. Then after that, he tell his weakness. All the weakness point you can say after that. And finally, after that, you say what are the weakness, how to solve this, what the way I can rectify the things. I am with you, no problem. I will help you. I will finding this thinking. That agreement, I mean the adaptations, acceptability is required. When the subordinate say, hey, yes sir, I have done wrong. I think last year I'm not clear the idea of these things. Okay sir, this time, this year definitely I'll do best. That type of commitment, that type of things you have to understand with the subordinates. Until and unless you start counseling means it takes you have to convince him. Until and unless he's saying the sorry, yes, it is my drawback. Definitely, I have to try to involve it. Still, continue your counseling process to be continued. If he resists, now what I have done, right or may, it is up to you. But I have done my best. You are giving me bad marks. You are not a good manager. So then there is a problem, because counseling means you have to identify his weakness. At the same time, you give a solution also. If you are not giving the solutions, then not, counseling is nothing. No way out. You have to confidence, give a confidence. Okay, next year I will give you some more guidance. Maybe I will give you some training for 3-4 days, or maybe I will also sit with you. No problem. At least I want to see your progress. I want to see your personal appraisal systems format is very good. All these efforts, all this help, I'm ready to pay you. You don't worry about it. You are my brother, and we are jointly working. Your work, your hard work is. I am also a part of enjoying my things. Overall departmental benefit will be there. So that is the way you have to motivate. Counseling means you are motivating. At the same time, you saying what the way you are also try ready to cooperate. That is the main things. Anyway. Career development. So career development is a function of human resource management, which is very important. Opportunities to people to develop their careers. Career planning, otherwise the succession planning, because if somebody has left out, then he can take it these positions. This is through the training and program you can develop him. If he is not due for the senior manager, so you have to give us some training in such a way so that he can handle the work in future when you will be that post. And then major role basically. So okay, anyway, then I think change analysis, I think no, I think it has come wrongly maybe. It is basically the job analysis part. I think it is wrongly. It is second block number second part. Somehow it has copy paste. Okay, I think it is not required. Forecast, okay. Delphi technique also yesterday I have touched upon. Okay, anyhow. This is also basically the second block, part of second block. Somehow it has by mistake. It has come here. Job analysis, okay, already discussed. Career development, okay. So career development is viewed as a sequence of positions occupied by a person during the course of lifetime. Means you are joining as a, for example, you are joining as executive. then your senior executive, then lead officers, maybe administrative officer, whatever the way you are going through the manager, deputy manager, then managers, chief manager, or DGM, GM, whatever the. So suppose there's a span of 30 years service, where the career path that has to be defined. The sequence has to be defined so that somebody has joined today and he has likely to be work in this company for 10 years or 15 years. So at least you can see where the positions after 10 years, where the position will be after 15. If I stay in this company, if I give effort, so that it should be viewed. Means career is viewed as a sequence. The positions has to be highlighted one by one. Most of the companies have some grading systems. First 4 years these things, and after that will be these things. Everywhere it is there. Even in the interview time also, it has been declared. Or some of the companies during the advertise also, during the things it is given. And in their website also, most of the company in their website also, career, they are also declared this is the way. So career may also be viewed as a amalgamation the changes in the values, attitudes, and motivations occur in the persons grow older. So this is the things of the career planning. Career planning essentially means the helping the employees to plan their career. This is the planning part. Then it is described as a devising and the organizational system, career movement, career opportunities, and point of entry in the individual is employment to the point whom is the retirement. Because any employee, that's why I'm explaining you, when he joins something company, he has see the up to the retirement, where will be of our retirement, the individual position that he has to point it out. It is generally understood to be a management technique for the mapping out the entire career of young employees in higher skilled supervisory and management positions. So now there are some of this chart is there. It is very clear. From here you can understand clearly. There are two things. One is your planning and one is the development. Now it is contains the you see the career development part. There are two things. Career development is a program. Some program is there, and that is the process. And this is a process or activities. So internal career opportunities, and employees' needs of the opportunities. And in the case of planning, there are organizations, HR, inventory, then employees' potentiality, training and development program, age balance and the career path, review of the career, then your career counseling. So all these things are your to be activities, different activities are there to based on this program. So anyway, I think limitations are there because everywhere the limitation will be there. It is not easy to implement the career planning process in an organization. It has own difficulties and the problems like it that does not suit with the very small organizations. If you are a small organization, it may not be possible. There, in fact, the small company are not having that time of planning is not there because they know maybe you will stay for small organizations. They will stay 2 years, 3 years. After that, they have to leave the organizations and join for the big organizations. So they can't, I think about it also. Somebody has joined and lifelong he is working in this organization. That's why they don't have a planning itself. There should be opportunities for the vertical mobility in career planning has to become a reality. Vertical means hierarchy levels, one by one. They are believe in this way. So again, the career planning is not effective management techniques. I don't know what is the time now. Let's see the time. Okay, 5:15. So up to 6. At least half an hour we have to keep for discussions. Anyway, now coming to let's see how many slides are there. Okay, I think anyway, no problem. Then another 5-10 minutes, I can finish it up these things so that we can have enough time to discuss. Okay, now career planning. Again, I think it is repetition basically, growth expectations and member and the family expectation to move accordingly. So that planning has to be there. Actually, here I can some of the things I can add on some of the things based on my experience. Suppose your multinational companies, you have one setup in the internationally. So there, then that case, career planning will be different. Domestically, okay, no problem. Suppose for those who are in the soft floor, particularly in those who are illiterate, less educated, and they perform jobs which are the labor in the mundane, to different career planning. Growth expectations in the member of the family, in a family concerns, produce adverse results since the member of the family expected to move. So lot of other aspect is there, some transferring time, you have to see the family has to be also there, maybe children educations, straightway you cannot transfer the particular persons, maybe the reluctant will be there, some resistance will be there, some adverse results, sometimes it may be a adverse results also. So before that, in the career planning, it should be clear-cut idea if the persons you are transferring after the promotion or something is a part of career planning. But you have at the same time see the family accommodations, family children's education system should not be disturbed. And if you transfer somebody, so you see the nearby school, you can tie up with some of these schools so that you can also shift with the family itself, and immediately they can admit their children, because most of the employee are uh, basically they are in the tension or anxiety is there. Okay, I can go there, I can service, but where will be my family? So family has to be also shifted there, so that part management has to decide through this career planning. Okay, that you have to take it. For example, for earlier my old company, so all the where our branches in throughout the India, so all the branches, all the divisions are tied up with the nearby 2-3 schools, so that if anybody transfer from anywhere, so at least schooling there should be no problem. Or most of the places quarter is also there, because company has to build up some of the quarters, so that during the transferring, at least the employee can stay nearby the office itself, nearby the complex or nearby the plant, so that they should not worry about the renting and housing, all these things. And the same time, some of the premises within the organizations, there is some school also there. They have invited some of the schools, they can build up the schools, and all the employees children, they can study there. So all this is a part of your career planning, so that the growth expectations of the members, the family concerns produce. So that part also you have to see it. Even in the internationally also, when you are deploying some of the employees in the abroad, because some of the German or France or Dubai you're sending, so there also you have to have some accommodation facility, so that the employee can take his family also there, and they can peacefully they can stay there. If the employer not not happy, then he cannot contribute the work in his the new workplace, because the new workplace for a totally new, he has first initially has to adopt the systems locally and officially, then after that you can expect his output from him. So initial conditions are not good, so that time company has to cooperate and see everything are availability, accessibility should be there, so that employee can be very happily and nicely, they can within a week they can settle and start the work with a very full enthusiasm. So that part also to see it. Succession planning, basically the old age after the 50, only most of the companies start thinking when those who are employees are in 50 ages, in the age of 50s, because coming now 9 to 10 years, most of the employees will be start retiring. So that gap should not be there. that should be assess the things, and one by one the next should be empowered and enhance that positions. So you have to be very careful about this. All these positions are very big, high positions, skilled positions, knowledgeable positions. All after 50 people are, start retiring or VRAs or something. So at the end of the 60 years, most of the vacancies will start. And this area are all are knowledgeable persons or stable employees are retiring. So you have to be very careful about so that your work should not be hampered and that capacity should be there. So those who are 35 and 40 years old employees, they have to retaining or training in such a way that when this situation will come one by one at the post, then they should be able to perform the things very nicely, so that it should not be any feeling, okay, some Mr. So and so has retired and gone. So for the work should not be suffered. Somebody has to come and take the lead. So that's the succession post planning are very important. So in order to ensure the continuity, that's why we think that in order to ensure the continuity of leaderships for all the critical positions. I don't know how it has break the sentence. Maybe the anyhow. So succession planning is an ongoing process. Identifying identifies the necessary competencies, then work towards this, develop and retain a talent pool of the employees in order to ensure that. So talent pool is required, and they have to prepare their based on this ability, so that they can take the charge whenever, as and when it is required, that they can take the charge of particular positions. Specific strategy. That's why you have to take some specific strategy for succession planning. What are the strategies? It is a plan that managers can follow, implement, and customize to meet the needs of their organizations, divisions, and departments. That's the one. Another thing, the continued existence of an organization's over a time period require and succession persons to fill key positions. And the purpose of the succession planning is to identify and develop the people to replace current incumbents in key positions for a variety of reasons. So this is the strategy which I have just few minutes before I have explained in my own sentences. Now this is actually here. You can write in your own languages if your theme and concept is clear, and then you can write in your own way. You not to memorize these sentences. Okay, if you are memorize, you understand this language is very good, you can write. Otherwise, you can write as per your own way. No problem. Training is the most important functions that directly contribute to the development of the human resources. This also happens to be neglected functions in most of the organizations, because most of the times people are thinking, manager thinking, "Hey, kya training when में जाता है?" No nomination. They are not giving the nomination for these employees to to participate in the training program. Sometimes the boss, the immediate boss, is thinking, no, if he go there, then who will do the work? So he has always reluctant to release the persons for to participate in the training program. It has happened. So that's why it is neglected function. So it should not, because all the employees should develop. So HRD or HRM department should have a solid policy should be there. There should be a policy. All the employees, this much man-hour training is must. If they circular in this way, the function is there, then they have to release. I mean, the top management, all the departmental head has to be circulated in this way, give instructions to please release these employees, because now he is due for the training. If we reluctant to release him, at least HRM has to give some rule. No, you have to release him because he required some of the training. So that part are also to be seen. So training is a short-term process utilizing a systematic and organized procedure by which the personnel acquire the knowledge, technical knowledge, all these things. Training is essential because the technology is developing continuously and as a fast rate. This point is very important. Maybe all the time we are saying training, because the top management are sometimes reluctant to invest the training program No, it is a waste of money. Nothing else, because you cannot see it now immediately result you cannot get it. Training and develop whatever things, maybe after 1 year, after 2 years, then you can start getting the revenue, just like a fixed deposit. When you are deposit some of the money in the bank, then interest will come out, start coming, then only you can realize, wow, what is the uh, big things for the FD savings. So training and deployment is like this. If you train the persons, immediately you can, maybe after 3 months or 4 months, he can start efficient, he can develop the things, and he start giving a productivity, then revenue will come automatically. So it is an investment. Basically, it is some sort of investment. So that is management should realize the things. So there are some other reasons also for which the training becomes necessary. There are so many other reasons also there. Need. Various factors. Now we are almost things, performance appraisal system is over. Now training we are discussing. I mean, it is unit number 10. Unit number 10 we are discussing. Okay. Yes, it is written unit number 10. In the all these PPTs are prepared in such a way. So when you see the unit number 10, 9 complete. Now immediately unit number 10 has started. Means new training. This training purposes. So now appraisal part over. Now training is going on. Needs. So various factors given as needs. Employment, experiment, experience, and a new labor requires the detailed instructions. People have not to work, but to work effectively with the minimum supervision. Because if you get a training, then if, your supervision time will be reduced, minimum cost, and waste of spoilage. It all are the benefits. Things are there. Fast changing techniques in productions and others operations requires training into newer methods. New methods are coming, technology. So you require the training. Old employees need refresher trainings because those are young employees, they are not very much aware of the technology. So that case, you should have some refreshers training is required to enable them to keep abreast changing techniques. Like this. Suppose for in my case, I don't know the computerization very much, how to operate the things. Now I am learning, then some sort of refresher training for me is required because lot of features I don't know. During the lecture sessions and counseling sessions, I am facing a problem. So I need some of the refresher training. Like this, in any organizations, you have to identify those are basically the old employees likely to be required things because they're all are sophisticated tools nowadays. So training is necessary when a person has to move from one job to another job because the transfer, promotion and demotion, whatever the things. So training, that time also training is required. Then the following source can be used to identify the training. What are the source? How do you know training is required or not? That is performance of a few reports, as I said, performance appraisal report and performance review reports, potential appraisals, job rotations, all training methods can be broadly classified. So all these things are helping to your source, basically source of identifying the training. Training, as you know, there are on-job training and off-job training. Basically, on job right now, work from home and all these things. There's the online job methods. Offline means you have to go there, face-to-face discussions on these things, classroom type or field work and all these things. A responsibility about training, there are, if you have a specialized training, it's quite a stupendous staff is there. Top management who should frame the authorized. So here actually I'm just not to read out all these things. It will be provided to you. You can go through this. It's very simple. How you can remember some of the things. All are theoretical part. Various areas of the training. What are the areas? Pre-training, post, then your training and training management. There are three There are in these 7 main areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why it is 7? The various area of the training evaluations need more attention and evaluations. 7 main areas. 7. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I think this is the way you can remember. But again, it is bifurcated. Okay, it is not a part of your thing. This part. So the 7, again, the 7 are distributed into pre-training and training. So 7 main areas. Out of that, first pre-training area, there are 4. Okay, 4 areas. And the training, there are another 3 areas. So this is the way you can keep in your mind. And management. Now management is, this is your satisfaction, dissatisfaction, that is things. Training facilities, other facilities, all these things. It is basically part of your evaluations. During the evaluation, what you have to evaluate, this is the area are actually for evaluation part. Again, training the learning climate, then training method, training team effective. So all are basically the simply, but there is no needed to discuss anything. Simply organizational development and post-training factors. I think this is repeated once again. Somehow cut and paste like this. Retaining program. Retraining program are designed as a means of avoiding the personal obsolescence. That is important because you see, basically after 40, 45 or 50 years, employees, they are start thinking they are obsolete because what are the work they have done slowly, that experiences and their expertise are obsolete because new machine has come, new technology has come, so they are obsolete. Their style of work is also obsolete. To that case, you should have a retraining program for them, that type of personnel, so that they can again revive and they can adopt it with the new technology and they can at least contribute some of the things. But it means basically they should not be idle. This type of people should not be idle. Okay, I don't know how to do this. They can, lot of excuse will be there. सर मेरे को तो आता नहीं है क्योंकि ये पता नहीं मशीन कैसे चलता है, हमारा तो पुराना मशीन में बहुत अच्छा काम करता था. बात सही भी है because in the old time he has contributed a lot, but because of the new technology, new systems, he has idle. So that case, training program is very much required for them. It is the tendency of the individual worker to become outdated in terms of job requirements. This is true of employees and every in the organizations. Translating the business strategy and your business strategy indications to help the strategy like this. Now coming to another, your compensations. Now this is the last part. Compensation functions are very important because compensations can serve to attract the qualified applications. Because if your package is very good, your company are very paymasters, suppose those are software engineers or something, they are at the college time, the final year, during the campus interview, they are saying 15 lakh package, 20 lakh package. They are discussing this way. Means the compensation are very attractive so that qualified applicants, IITs and IIMs, their students are very excited to join particular big companies, Tata or big companies where the package is very good. Means compensation systems are very good. So it is a requirement also. If you are not, if you attract the qualified applicants, then you should have a good compensation package. Compensation helps to retain. Another thing is One thing is to attract the qualified people. Another thing is to retain. Compensation helps to retain the competent employees. This first sentence is very important in the organizations. After that, you can elaborate, you can write. Although retaining competent workers is contingent on the many factors, compensations, policy help by the maintaining a fair internal pay structures and by the providing attractive benefits. Then turnover is thus reduced because turnover in the sense basically the going and outgoing. So that's the turnover, man-hour turnovers. Means particularly in this year, joining 10%. But within this year, 5% has gone when they have leave the organization by in the second years. So in the year you can count out, you have recruited 30%, but now only 10% are retained. Parents 20% has gone. So that is wrong. So if you have a good compensation package, maybe your turnover will not reduce. Exactly you cannot stop anybody, but at least 1 or 2% or 4% leave the organization doesn't matter. But it should not be more than 50% has gone. You are recruited, so much money you are invested for the interview purposes, written tests, you are selected, so much manpower you have utilized for this recruiting purpose. And within a year, you can see some people are already leaved. Then it is a very bad symbols, not good things. So how can restrict these things? What are the remedy solution? For that, the compensation should be good. You have to have a good training, replacement systems. You attract some benefits should be good. Maintaining the fair internal pay structure. All these are helping to reduce your turnover. Another thing is incentive to motivate the employees in the compensation service. Another thing, incentives, if you have incentives, good incentives, so it will motivate the employees. Then minimizing the cost of the compensations can be contribute to the organizational effectiveness. Then another thing is initially, suppose maybe salary hike or compensation package is very good, but initially it seems to be, oh, so much salary they are giving, the company revenue will be lost, their profit margin will be lost, so much money they are investing for the package only. So their profit margin will be less, but it is not like that. In the long run, the company will be profitable because there's the effective management, because the people are stay there, no, they are not leaving the organizations, they're retained. So every time you are not recruiting the people, that money you have saved. So all these small expenditure will be reduced. So that way you can see if you give some good pay package, doesn't matter. In the long run, definitely will be profitable. So compensation policy should aim. What are that policy? What are should be the aim? To recognize the value of your jobs. You have to recognize all jobs. To take the account of wage rates, to ensure the stable earnings, to enable the individuals to reach their fulfillment, and to ensure the employees share in the company. Everything are there for their increasing the efficiency also. Objectives of the compensations to enable the employee earn good, to pay equitable sums, to encourage the employee, to discourage the wastage because they should not be wastage, to encourage the employees use their incentives, to discourage the overtime working because you have to discourage them. So why you are wait for the overtime? Because normal time you work it. So it should be discouraged because every time you are giving some overtime, it is also good practice. So all these things are look after. These are for the systems, good compensation systems, and the objective it should be like this. Reward systems also there because you have to motivate the employees to perform effectively. Then motivate the somebody is there. I think I get the sound. Someone wants to join. Okay. Ramesh Jadhav wants to join. Very good. So now I think I almost finish up the first half session. So try to cover up firstly. So motivate the employees to join the organization, motivate the employees to come work, motivate the individuals by indicating their positions. Like so, this is the yes. So thank you. I think now I can stop the, or otherwise I can go for. Mm, so I think in the second half, I think next session I have to finish it up. This block and some review is also there. So there are two folder I have, one for your block number 4 and another file I have complete review of the things. So if I have a time, I'll review also have to discuss something. It's not a very few answer. Then after that, I can discuss some of the questions also. I have some questions also. And the questions is also I have to discuss. Let's see how best we can do. In the otherwise, in the second half, I can do it. So I think now I can minimize the things. Now I can please share all these PPTs with you, sir. It will really helpful. Okay, Mr. Dharmendra, you don't worry. I will help you. I'm only for you people I have prepared. I'm not keeping everything. Have you seen in the WhatsApp every day, night, I'm uploading whatever I have and posting in the WhatsApp group only. So no problem. Those who have yet not joined the WhatsApp group, so please joining the WhatsApp group. Lot of information will get it. Not only from me and other colleagues or other learners also interchanging their viewpoints. So that way also everybody will be benefited. So in this word, I know please anyone send me group link. Okay, I think Pooja Garg wants to join this group. So Deepa, how to? Okay, Deepa Joshi also wants to group this join. So link और एक बार दोबारा WhatsApp ग्रुप में दे दीजिए और मे बी द व्हाट्सएप चैट में दे दीजिए क्योंकि चैट में देने से वो जो लिंक मिल जाएगा तो एक बार चैटिंग में लिंक दे दीजिए सो दैट दीपा जोशी कैन access this chat WhatsApp group. So okay, I can now take some water. So another 15 to long around to 15 minutes are there. So if any doubts, any clarifications, you tell me. And what the way I am proceeding by showing I'm controlling my program. I think these sessions it's okay or not. You are happy with this program. This is the way I'm teaching. Please give some comments. And if you feel okay, this is the way we're going, or something you require, you also tell me. Because so much actually another thing I would like to emphasize, because you see there are so many units out there, so it should not be feel okay this unit no touch, this unit sir ने कुछ बताया नहीं, कुछ clips नहीं दिया. So my intentions to touch all the units, even though it is the counseling sessions. Still, I'm considering because you are newcomers and new learners, and new learners because exam is also very nearby. So maybe you have not enough time for go in details in the materials. So I am just trying to give you some inputs as far as my concerns, so that touch all the units through these PPTs, through the discussions, so that you can have a better perspectives. You reduce the time, the reading time can be reduced. That's it. This is my motive actually. So now you will tell me anything. Neelam Joshi, Dr. Nilima. Dr. Nilima is here.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, I think you are comfortable na, to say something. Now you are busy with some other work.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. I think. Okay,
Sir,
you
it was
say.
sir, it was very fruitful, sir. I also made notes in the class itself, your notes,
Very good.
and it was very to the point. Everything is to the point. It's very simple, sir. It is getting
Got it.
for us to learn. Yes, sir. To memorize the things. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So, okay, I think any other want to say something? Okay, Nilima, you can. Okay, thank you. So, who was the new has come? Pooja, Deepa, they have, I think, newcomers maybe. Pooja, are you here? Pooja Garg. Maybe it's not there. Deepa Joshi, are you here?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful presentation. But if instead of WhatsApp, can we get the PPTs on email in our Gmail?
I think it is PDF form, so no problem. It's hardly small data. PDF.
But I was not able to join the WhatsApp group, so that's
I
why
think
I.
the link has given in the chat box. You can note down.
Uh, I
You
am
can note
trying,
down.
sir.
Otherwise, okay, no problem. You can join in the WhatsApp group, no problem. And within the WhatsApp group, my number is also there. You can give some WhatsApp to me your mail ID, so I can send you through this mail, no problem. There's so many ways are those. Actually, normally I'm putting in the WhatsApp group. If you want in the mail, so no problem.
Okay,
So
sir.
from the WhatsApp group, my number is also there. You can privately or in the within the group you can say your mail ID also. I think somebody is also collecting all the mail ID also collecting in the WhatsApp group. You can WhatsApp group you see there are a lot of email also they are posting the email ID also. So you can post your email ID no problem. I send you through the email also as you like, what the way you want.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I think Pooja, raise your hand. Pooja Garg.
Yes, yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, it is
Good.
very good, and I'm happy to attend the class, and I will try to continue my all classes. And thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Today only you have joined. Earlier classes you have joined or
Yes,
missed?
sir. Yes,
Today
yes.
only.
I joined. Yes, sir. I joined today.
Okay, so you have missed some of the classes. No problem.
Yes, sir.
After that, so many
Thank you, sir.
other professors will be there. There are change. Because today my session is will be complete after second half.
Yes, sir.
Then after that,
I, hmm, I continue your lecture on YouTube.
okay, no problem. So from there also you can learn all these things. So very good. Kishore Kumar, I think you raise the hand. Any queries? Mr. Kishore, I think your mic is switch off. Please on your mic. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening.
Mm.
I thank you for making us oriented with different courses of this MBA online program because prior to attending your classes, we hardly have had any idea about these courses and how to go about. So this is really very fruitful and very useful for us. My only concern is that, sir, many of our, I think that is a common concern which my other friends also may be having. That is regarding the paucity of time for depositing this assignment. Many of us have written to the regional center also and the student evaluation division. We have tagged the mail also, and today is the last date. Only the 5 hours are remaining. Despite my best efforts, I have been able to submit only 2 assignments as of now. Sir, can you suggest any other ways in which we can approach the IGNU authorities to at least extend the date submission by 1 week or so?
Okay.
Because this is a genuine concern, sir. Of late, we came to know about this examination and all. I am yet to submit my examination form because I didn't receive any mail, and many of my friends who are here, they also have not received any mail for filing the examination form. So
Okay.
this is really a problem. If you could
Yes,
convey
I
this
think.
to our regional director also, that would be of great help, sir.
Yes, Mr. Kishore, actually, I appreciate your problems. It is not for your problems, it is a overall everybody's problem, even including the university also. Uh, because you see, it is that part is already discussed, I think, even though I am not a administrative part.
I know, sir.
I have been assigned only for the academic
Only
part, the
I'm
classes part.
requesting only us to guide us how we can approach those meetings.
No, for that, I think almost all the efforts you have done, the mail you have given, and everything, that responses, maybe you are a reply you are not getting right now. But I think within a very short period, everybody are aware of all these things. Management is also aware of all these things.
Sir,
So,
same here. We already discussed about before.
Dilip, Dilsad, please, I think you please switch off. Mic थोड़ा बंद कर दो. I will allow you. Okay. I'm just answering the Mr. Kishore's word. So actually, maybe RC1 and the management COE, they're definitely taking some actions against these things. Definitely do some better for the student itself, because everything, this platform, this examination, whatever the things, it's for the betterment of the students only.
Right, sir.
So I think definitely some positive bill, just as a positive attention, you can keep in your mind as a positivity. So definitely some good outcomes will come. I can assure you in this point right now, because
Let's
I
hope.
know
Let's
let's hope for the best.
yeah.
And I think because the LMS portal or something, maybe some technical reasons are there. You are not able to uploading all these things. So I also agree with you that some time should be extended. Definitely, it should be there. So let decide by the management and those who are involved in this area. They are also on it, and I hope some positive result will come. Whatever the way you are doing your best effort, you are doing. It is not in your. There is not your fault. It is not your fault. But however, everybody should pray and hope for the best. Definitely, should good outcome should come like this way. In this way, I can also
Thank you so much.
say something. I will also convey the things. Whatever they saying, it is recorded, so no problem. Your voice, whatever you are saying, everything are already passed on to theirs. They are also listening, so don't worry. Even personally, also, definitely I will convey your message
Please,
to.
sir, that would be great help to us.
Yeah, and
Yes,
after that, they let them decide. No problem. Okay. So
sir.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir.
So now I think Dilshad, you want to say something? It should be related to study only, boss.
Yeah, the
So
same
study,
one, sir. Actually,
study.
we wanted to, yeah, sir,
Uh,
we wanted to get some time to
no, I think
assignment
this
submit
side you
and
appreciate. Yeah, yeah. Because
yes,
decide, I think you appreciate my positions is nothing, because only the whole they study only. Other things,
yeah.
I agree. Actually, this is
But I
not a
already sent one mail also for RC
okay.
Delhi.
Okay.
I didn't get
I've
any
seen
reply from.
in the WhatsApp group. I think you are doing something. I think I know all these things.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Uh, but I am not able to say anything this time. And in this platform, I cannot commit anything. Only I can pray for you. So it should be a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, my effort is also important. Na? What the effort we are jointly doing for the study.
Yes, sir. We are expecting to some get the time to can submit the
Okay.
assignment and get some time to fill the examination form. So we are able to.
Okay. No
Yes.
problem. Thank you very much, Dilip. So we can. So
Okay, sir.
anybody else?
Thanks for
Thank
listening.
you. Thank you. Any others? Any opinion? I mean, regarding the study. I am just interested to where the way I can contribute for UPP, or better way I can contribute, so that from the knowledge point of view, it should not be any things. So tell me what the way I can contribute more. I think still somebody is joining. अभी तो okay anyway. Who is joining now? BK. The okay. So I think if anything, nothing is there. I think any queries. So I can now close the sessions. This sessions, and after that 15 minutes as well. The second session will start is 6:15. So by 6:20, I request everybody by 6:20 again you can rejoin. System will be open. I think just only I can stop my recording. Then after that again I have to reopen my recording for the session sessions, and then after that again we can start the block number 4. And I try to complete as early as possible the block 4 so that we can have a time for discussion for the question answer sessions and type of questions and all these things can be very interactive way we can discuss. So, okay, thank you. We can again meet for in the after next sessions. By the time we can take some break time. Okay. You can also take your some snacks or something refreshment. Then after that. Okay, as usual, I think I'm not taking those who are late joining. After that, you can take another photographs so that they are already here. Okay, otherwise no problem. When the second session will start, I can take the photographs, no problem. Okay, now I can break the. I can now stop the recording now.